So apparently Xbox has a tax now, right? Well, let's find out. Let's talk about it. Let's get into the video. Yo, what's going on, guys? That guy Ken back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about an Xbox tax. Media bias. That's what it is. It's media bias. Everybody just hates Xbox. It's because it's bias. Anyway, so I came across this. Let's be serious here. I came across this video on Twitter, right? And it was from these people called Xbox Era. They had made a podcast like 2 days ago, and I sat through and I watched a good portion of it, maybe like probably about an hour of it. I didn't watch the whole thing because, you know, the rest of their podcast was pretty irrelevant for the topic anyway. But in their podcast, they were talking about something called an Xbox tax, right? And basically what he was saying is that Xbox is you know, people are giving Xbox more criticism, more judgment, more of everything essentially, right? All of that because they're just Xbox, right? It doesn't matter what Xbox does. It doesn't matter how good the game is. It doesn't matter what they do, how valuable they are, how much value they can offer, whatever, right? How cheap their prices are. It doesn't matter how many deals they make. It's just because of the fact that they're Xbox, right? That they're just getting this extra criticism for whatever reason, right? And I'm going to go ahead and play this video in the back for you guys so you guys can watch it. It's a little short clip. So let me go ahead and let you guys see that for a quick second here.
Yeah, Microsoft could release a game like that. It could be cinematic. It could be a one and done. It could be encompassing and engrossing and, you know, all of the, you know, visceral, all of the marketing buzzwords that tick all these boxes. But I am sorry, and, you know, you can call me out and you can tell me I'm wrong. I firmly believe that there is an Xbox tax. So it doesn't matter how good a game Microsoft will produce. There's going to be some folks out there that will just neg it a little bit more.
Or the reviews will.
So as you can see, these guys believe that Xbox is essentially, you know, getting more hate, you know, than what it deserves just because of the branding or whatever the case is, right? And I'm going to tell you right now, that's ridiculous. It's that there's no, you know what this is? You know what these guys are doing? These guys are doing the same exact thing that that we saw pretty much the entirety of last generation. It's this whole thing about Xbox media bias. You know what I mean? Everybody keeps talking about like how the media is just biased against Xbox and how people keep paying each other off for reviews and all of this other crap, right? It's just media bias. Instead of just turning around, right, and looking at the source of where this is coming from and looking at Microsoft and saying, hey, you know what, Microsoft, maybe you guys should just, you know, live up to the promise that you were giving to us. But that's not the case. Really what we're looking at here is not media bias. What we're looking at is Microsoft not fulfilling their promise. That's really what it is. At the end of the day, people keep, and it's funny because people keep bringing this up every time somebody tries to hold Microsoft accountable. The issue is not that Microsoft, you know, it's not that they don't have games or whatever the case is, right? It's just that they have an issue with getting games out on a consistent basis. They have an issue with getting games out that are really, you know, I guess you could say from a general perspective, high quality games, right? the games that you would hear people talk about in the media, so on and so forth, right? These are the types of games that we don't really see from Xbox's side, and it's like every single time we go through this spell of them not having something for however long, right? People always want to cry media bias. Oh, it's just because people, you know, are hating on the brand because it's Xbox. No, what it is that Microsoft is just not doing what they need to be doing, and people are just calling it out. I mean, if you look at games like Forza Horizon 5, for example, right? That game, you know, when it came out, it was across the entire internet. You know, it had universal appraise, essentially, right? Games like Gears of War 5 had universal, for the most part, universal acclaim. People didn't cry about those games because they were actually good, you know, or decent games. That's really what it came down to. So people didn't really have a reason to complain about it. Now that Microsoft is back into their slump where they're not releasing games, and they haven't had anything for like almost a year, and so on and so forth, and the media's in there basically tearing them up because they're not delivering again, right? Now people want to go back and cry media bias. No, what you need to do is take all of those letters, right, that you guys are writing to the CMA for this Activision deal that's not going to give you any games, right, and send that shit to Microsoft. Seriously. Tell them that you guys are not giving me, or you guys or us or whatever, right? You guys are not giving us the product that you promised us, essentially. And now people are calling it out. That's all it is. It's not media bias. It's just an excuse. It's always been an excuse. And this is what people do every single time we go through this episode. So it's nothing new, but I just wanted to basically talk about it because obviously I thought it was ridiculous. There's no such thing as an Xbox tax. It's ridiculous. No such thing, guys. You know. So, anyway, that's pretty much all I had to say about that, guys. If you liked the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.